Family members of victims of one of Canada's deadliest mass shootings are suing OpenAI and its CEO Sam Altman, alleging the company identified the shooter as a credible threat months before the attack but failed to warn police. The lawsuits were filed Wednesday in U.S. federal court in San Francisco. They allege OpenAI's automated systems flagged violent conversations with ChatGPT 8 months before the February shooting in Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia. 9 people were killed, many of them children. According to the complaints, OpenAI safety staff concluded the user posed an imminent threat and recommended contacting police. But the lawsuits claim Altman and other executives overruled that decision, fearing it would expose the volume of violent content on ChatGPT and jeopardize the company's plans for a $1 trillion IPO. Jay Edelson, who is representing the plaintiffs, said he plans to file another 24 lawsuits in the coming weeks against the company on behalf of other people impacted by the shooting.
Well, this is the first time that, we've been able to tie a mass murder to an AI company. And what we're going to find is that this is a much bigger problem than was let on.
The shooter's account was deactivated, but plaintiffs allege she was able to open a new account and continue planning the attack. Police say 18-year-old Jessie Van Rootsler killed her mother and stepbrother at home, then shot an educational assistant and 5 students aged 12 to 13 at her former school before taking her own life. The plaintiffs include relatives of those killed and a 12-year-old girl who survived after being shot 3 times and remains in intensive care. OpenAI called the shooting a tragedy, saying it has a zero-tolerance policy for assisting violence and has strengthened safeguards, threat detection, and crisis response systems. The company says the conversations did not meet its internal threshold for notifying law enforcement, though Altman later apologized in an open letter. The lawsuits seek damages and court-ordered changes to OpenAI's safety practices, as courts weigh how much responsibility an AI platform bears for violent acts by users of its tools. The Tumbler Ridge lawsuits come after multiple others against OpenAI have been filed in U.S. state and federal court in recent months over claims ChatGPT facilitated harmful behavior, suicide, and in at least one case, a murder-suicide.